enthusiastic, pumped. Have you ever noticed something weird after a workout? Your arms look huge in the gym mirror. The pump is insane. Your biceps look round, your veins are popping, and for a moment you feel like you've unlocked superhero mode. But then you leave the gym, throw on a t-shirt, and suddenly your arms look normal again. What happened? Did your muscles disappear in 5 minutes? Not exactly. The truth is that most people focus on the wrong muscles if their goal is to actually look strong. They spend years chasing bigger biceps, chest, and abs while completely ignoring the one muscle group that changes how powerful your arms look instantly: your forearms. Think about it. Forearms are one of the few muscles that are almost always visible. Even when you're wearing regular clothes, they stick out from your sleeves. And when your forearms are thick and well-developed, your entire arm suddenly looks bigger, even if your biceps aren't massive yet. It creates that dense, powerful look that people associate with real strength. Another interesting thing about forearms is how quickly they can start looking impressive. Unlike many other muscles, veins tend to show up earlier in the forearms. You don't have to be extremely lean for them to start popping. Train them consistently, and before long, your forearms start looking more defined and vascular. But forearms aren't just about aesthetics. They're also the foundation of your grip strength. Imagine you're in the middle of a tough set. Your back still has energy, your biceps feel fine, but suddenly your hands start slipping on the bar. Your grip gives out and the set is over. Your forearms are the bridge between your muscles and the weight you're lifting. If that bridge is weak, it doesn't matter how strong the rest of your body is. The exercise ends the moment your grip fails. Stronger forearms means stronger grip, and stronger grip means better performance in movements like pull-ups, rows, and deadlifts. But there's another reason forearm training matters that a lot of people overlook: elbow pain. Many lifters feel a sharp discomfort during exercises like curls, push-ups, or bench press, and surprisingly, the problem often starts in the forearms. The muscles that bend your wrist and the muscles that extend it need to stay balanced. When one side becomes much stronger than the other, stress builds up around the elbow joint. Over time, that imbalance can lead to the kinds of pain people call tennis elbow or golfer's elbow. Training your forearms helps stabilize the joint and reduces that stress. Now let's talk about something people always argue about when it comes to forearms: genetics. Just like calves, forearm development is partly influenced by your genetics. Some people naturally have longer muscle bellies in their forearms, which gives them that thick, full look. Others have shorter muscle insertions, which can make their forearms appear smaller even with training. It might not seem fair, but genetics only set the starting point. Consistency determines how much progress you actually make. Even if your forearms don't grow extremely bulky, they can still become stronger, denser, and more defined. And those changes still make a noticeable difference in how your arms look. Now, if you want bigger forearms, you don't need dozens of complicated exercises. You just need to train the main functions of the forearms properly. And one muscle plays a particularly important role in building forearm size: the brachioradialis. This muscle sits near the upper part of your forearm, close to the elbow, and it has a huge impact on how thick your arms look from the side. If you want that powerful forearm shape, this is one of the muscles you want to target. One of the best exercises for it is the hammer curl. Instead of curling with your palms facing upward, you keep your palms facing each other. This neutral grip places more emphasis on the brachioradialis. Dumbbells, cables, or machines can all work for this movement. Another highly effective exercise is the reverse curl. Here, you hold the bar with an overhand grip and curl it upward. This movement hits the brachioradialis while also strengthening the muscles responsible for extending your wrist. That combination helps build stronger and more balanced forearms.
Next, we have the muscles responsible for bending and extending the wrist. These muscles may not dramatically increase forearm size, but they play an important role in joint health and stability. A great tool for training them efficiently is the wrist roller. By rolling the weight upward or downward, you activate different parts of the forearm while building endurance and strength. Just remember to keep your elbows slightly bent and close to your body so the tension stays on the forearms. Finally, we have grip training. These muscles control the fingers and hand strength that allow you to hold on to heavy weights. One of the simplest ways to train them is with hand grippers. They're small, portable, and you can use them almost anywhere. Another option is using thicker handles on your barbells or dumbbells. When the bar becomes harder to hold, your forearms automatically work harder to stabilize it. And if you want something different, there's also rice bucket training. You simply place your hands in a bucket filled with rice and move them in different directions, squeezing, twisting, and opening your fingers. It might look usually, but it's surprisingly effective for building hand and wrist strength. If you want a simple way to add forearm training to your routine, here's an easy structure. Start with hammer curls for 4 sets of 10 to 20 repetitions. Then perform wrist roller exercises for several controlled rounds. Finally, finish with grip training with grippers or another grip exercise. Because forearms recover relatively quickly, you can train them a few times per week without much problem. Just focus on controlled movements, full range of motion, and consistency. Over time, those small improvements start adding up, and eventually your forearms might be the first thing people notice when you roll up your sleeves.